I take the opportunity to paint a similar value along and above the concrete fence and up to the left. I am preparing these dark areas in order to cover most of the vegetation with a slightly less dark tone of a low intensity green hue. Now I paint the green color on the left, just a mass without any details. Notice the difference in the less dark value of this green compared to the previous darker value. When you begin painting, you go a long way by covering the canvas with these general masses. At the beginning, you should establish an abstraction of the objects, locating their places, shapes, and sizes in a loose and gestural way. This gestural word comes from the word gesture, which is understood in art by an action charged with some personal emotion. This feeling is expressed without fear and with the confidence provided by experience. I am starting this painting using the same process used in the previous demonstrations. I mix the green hue, averaging and massing the general values while looking for the places and sizes of the largest shapes. When mixing your green hue, decide on its temperature. If cool, use phthalo blue in your mixture. If warm, use ultramarine. Mass in with a thin layer of a half dark value without white paint and a little bit of your favorite medium. Be sure to squint your eyes to simplify the shapes and create the overall composition. Don't give in to the temptation of painting details or small things. You begin to work details much later. Painting is a gradual process of trial and error that becomes more and more specific as you get closer to the end. Usually, you work from the general to the particular, that is, from the large shapes to the detail. At this stage, you should be interested in the composition or design. These words mean the same thing. They have to do with the arrangement of the dark and light shapes. Trying to join the dark shapes or the light shapes is a good way of simplifying the structure of your painting. Depending on the size of the canvas, you should start with a medium or large brush to mass in the larger shapes and continue with the smaller brushes as the work progresses. In this demonstration, I will use at least 4 or 5 filbert brushes, number 6, and a smaller brush, also filbert, number 4, for a few details towards the end. It is convenient to assign each brush a different color temperature and value as I explained earlier. The shapes on the right have slightly more varied values, so I place these with greater care and precision, but also without details. I repeat, for now I just want masses. Massing the general shapes accomplishes at least half of the work.